Welcome back to another episode of
We Go Off.
I'm Ethan, the founder of Procrastinators Unite.
I thought you were going to be like, I'm Ethan, the founder of this podcast.
Oh, yeah, I saw your eyes. You were about to lose it right there. Oh, my God.
I guess I'm a little salty today. I don't know why. But hey, I'm Pam. So hello, everyone. It's nice to have you all back.
Yeah, but there's somebody else across the table. Did you notice them when we got here?
I think I did. She's pretty cool.
She seems pretty cool, right?
I know. She's my vibe. So go ahead. Introduce
No, we have a special guest with us. Introduce yourself, dear Michelle.
Hello, everybody. My name is Michelle, and I am a welcomed guest on this podcast, and I'm so excited to be here today, and I'm very thankful that you guys invited me to join you today.
Woo! So exciting to have you on the podcast. I'm going to do 5 questions instead of 20 just so people can get to know you.
I think that's fair.
I'm going to be nice. I'm not going to kill her.
Okay,
I'm a little scared. Okay.
Sex position. No, I'm just kidding.
Well,
like, okay, I'm all, let me go through my list here. No, I'm just kidding.
You do not have to answer that. No, I'll start simple. Favorite color?
My favorite color is gray.
Gray.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, like what kind of gray? This is not question 2, by the way. This is a subpart first.
No, you're totally fine. So this is kind of funny. My bedding is all gray. I love the color gray. I think it goes with everything. I love a good warm gray.
Warm
almost
gray.
on the verge of a taupe.
Oh.
Like almost like this color of this beautiful wall right here.
Yes. Since this is an audio podcast, you won't see it,
I'm
but
sorry.
we will put it on our Instagram where you can see it. So
we will just take a picture of Ethan's wall.
Yes.
But yeah, no, I just think it's very earthy, very cool, and it goes with everything.
That.
So yeah,
I'll have to have you over at my house because my whole house is like gray.
Great.
Have you noticed?
Yeah,
I'm gonna have a field day.
White.
Yeah.
Our bathroom gray. So like pretty cool. All right, that's a unique color.
Thank you.
Yes.
No one has ever said gray, so mad props.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Also, I guess question 2. What's your comfort food? What's your go-to?
Oh my God, my go-to food has to definitely be, those little pirouettes? Do you know what those are? Those are so fucking good. Dude, I'll demolish like a half of a can of those. So they come in like 2 bags. And when I'm like really sad, I'll just eat pirouettes. And they're so good. Specifically the chocolate ones.
Those are really good.
They're very tasty. I just had some actually.
And this is why those are one of your favorite foods, right? Okay, cool.
I think this is going to have to become a drinking and eating podcast right now.
You know what? I'm for it.
Oh my gosh.
You know me and my stomach.
Yeah. The snack that smiles back.
Goldfish.
Michelle.
I mean, shit.
She's a full ass snack over here. So.
Thank you. Meal, but
Oh, well, that's
my thought.
Okay, all right.
I'm just kidding. You're right.
I'm gonna keep complimenting you, please. I'm actually depressed. Like, I need it.
Don't we all, right?
Yes.
Okay, third question. How old are you?
I'm 23 years old.
Heyo.
Dang.
Yeah, I'm a baby. I look like I'm 16. I always get hardcore carded at Total Wine. They always just like look at my ID. They're like, "Is this fake?" I'm like, "Nope."
They're over here like flicking it a little bit.
No, seriously.
They're like, hold on.
Looking for the Zia. They're always
they're like, what the fuck?
I actually went to Taos this summer, and I had my ID checked at this bar, and I laid it down for this guy, and it was there for 5 minutes because everybody was ordering drinks, and I didn't even order anything to drink.
Okay.
But he still wanted to check my ID, and he looked at it, and he's all, "What's your address on your ID?" And I was like, "Okay, that's fine. Like, I totally get it." So I reiterated my address. I told him that, and he's like, "This doesn't look real." I'm like, "What the fuck do you mean it doesn't look real?"
Oh my God.
I'm like, "Okay," and I literally know my ID number because I'm psychotic. So
whoa.
Man, so you cited the ID number?
yeah, I was like, "You want to know my fucking ID number?" And he didn't want to give me my ID back, and I was like, "I'll call the cops right now, dude." Like,
yeah, this is like a legit federal.
oh my God.
and I'm like, we are balls deep in the Taos Ski Valley.
Yeah.
So I'm like, it's gonna take a while, and he's like, "Fine, whatever." He got so mad. I wasn't even drinking. I didn't even want a beer. I was like, "Are you kidding me?"
What the hell?
I'm 23, but I look like a child. There's a really long answer to your question.
No,
I am terribly sorry.
No, I mean,
It's
give
okay.
me the whole long around. Give me a novel. I'm ready for it.
I love
There's
it.
no such thing as oversharing.
No, not at all. Not in this podcast.
Noted.
Yeah.
You're gonna
Although you may
regret
know.
that answer later.
Yeah.
No, she will not regret this. Everyone knows our deepest, darkest secrets, so it's
They
kind
do,
of like,
exactly, yeah. We're basted turkeys. We've talked about it all.
Me too. No, I'm just
Yes, we love it. Oh my gosh.
Sorry, I was resonating with you because I also have like a younger looking face.
You really do.
And people were just like, I remember when I turned 21, it was like a whole hassle. But I have never had someone been like, I'm 24. Yeah, crazy.
I feel like you look really young too. Like me too. I'm like, okay. I'm like, I feel this. Oh,
I get you. Yeah, 100%.
Well, good for you, bitches, because I always get accused of being 30 over here.
You don't look 30.
I know. That's what I'm saying. But like, it happens a lot though. I don't know what it is. I'm like, in the gay community, I'd be dead by 30. So it's like,
shut up! No.
I think it's just a matter of maturity. People don't get emotional maturity. Doesn't mean you're like ancient. You can still be pretty young, but you're emotionally mature, so you're able to respond and converse with a lot of people.
I guess that's true.
That's kind of what I've been noticing.
That, my friends, is what's called childhood trauma.
She is correct.
Oh, sorry, guys.
Thanks, Mom.
Shout out to my mom and my dad. No, I'm just kidding.
Just kidding. We love our parents.
I love my parents.
We are grateful for you all, so thank you.
Thank you, birth giver.
If you're listening.
I know. I was like, Mom, if you're listening, I love you. Sorry.
Sick shout out.
Mom. Shout out to Mom.
So that's question 3.
Yeah, question 3. One before. You got one for me, Ethan?
Yeah. Have you always been here in New Mexico?
Yes, I was born and raised in Albuquerque, and I have been here my entire life. And honestly, I love it. I love Albuquerque, even though it's kind of crime-ridden now and it's gone a little downhill. This will always be my home, and I really love the culture here too.
That's beautifully said.
That's a beautiful.
I know. I'm like, wow. Let's just quote this, put it on our Instagram.
I'm trying to be as eloquent as I can, guys. I'm sorry.
No, just let it go.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate that.
Let it go. Can't hold me back anymore. Just kidding.
That was beautiful.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, final question because I love candy. What's your favorite candy bar?
Honestly, I haven't had a candy bar in a really long time, but if I have to say, Hershey's with almond.
Oh, those are so
fucking good. Slaps. No, my best friend actually got me into that, and it's definitely been my favorite for like the last year and a half. I really love a good Hershey's with almond.
Those, you're right, they do slap. They're so fucking good. Best just like snack if you're needing something sweet, but also a little protein.
I know, I'm like, I want to feel skinny.
Skinny. Oh, we love it.
Well, thank you for coming to our 5 questions, Michelle. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Anyway,
I love it. She passed the test.
She did. Right? I think she did.
Yeah. Just kidding. No.
Okay.
But I guess like getting into the intro and everything. Has there been any new developments with us? Like, what is new in your life? I feel like I haven't seen you in a week, and who knows what's going on with you in this past week? So
I don't even know what's going on with myself this past week. It's just one of those things. I feel like every week flies, and all of a sudden I'm like, I'm a week older. What have I done with my life?
And
I have no idea.
Older too. Just kidding.
Yeah, it's kind of. I'm having some weird like psych outs. My mental's been a little weird because it's like life is good, the sun's out, and then I'm also like, woe is me. I have nothing to live for. Like just so dramatic. So I've been hot and cold, a little wild. But
okay, Katy Perry.
Hey. But other than that, nothing major. Work's been pretty good, which is nice. But I went to a soccer game for my niece cousin. I don't know, like it's my cousin's niece.
Okay,
no, my cousin's daughter, so my niece.
So that would be your second
all right,
cousin?
So it's like
first
twice removed.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so you're correct. That's the I guess legal family definition.
Oh shit!
But this like cousin is like a bro of mine, and his wife's like a sister of mine. So at this point, I feel like their daughter's my niece.
I think sometimes that's easier to explain, especially coming from a big family myself.
Yeah,
I get that.
That's kind of how it is. But anyway, we saw her soccer game. She's in middle school, and just the joy of sports when you're in middle school. It's like such a fun time, and I'm over here like, I used to be such in good shape, and now I'm over here like, I can't even run how much these kids are.
Me too. Let's be real. We can't even run a mile without panting anymore. I'm like, after I get up the stairs at school, I'm like, I gotta decompress. I'm like,
that's
holy
how
shit.
I feel.
There's this meme actually of Moira, not to go completely off the rails, but like, so you guys have watched Schitt's Creek ever?
Yes.
Yeah? Yes.
Okay. So there's a meme of Moira, and she's talking to the inn, or oh my god, I cannot remember her name, the person who owns the inn or whatever. But anyway, she's talking to her, and she's like a lot younger, and she's like, photograph yourself so much right now. She's like, you might not feel like you're the most attractive person, but she's like, in 10 years from now, you will have wished that you would have like appreciated your body. And I feel like that's kind of like what you were feeling with this girl. You're like, appreciate what you look like. Cause
okay, so I don't want to be weird, and I'm not saying that.
No.
What I'm about to say, just please know, this is not at all in like a weird way.
Yeah.
But I was really amazed by this like girl. She had her legs were toned. Like you know how the muscle like comes apart on the top
Very
part?
defined.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I was just like, my legs used to look that defined, you know, like I was just reminiscing on like my high school body, because I was just, you know, in high school, depending on who you are, some people don't like doing extracurriculars, and that's totally up to you.
Yeah.
But for me, I was definitely in track, I did tennis and bowling, and so I was always on the go, and my body definitely reflected that, you know, continual movement. And so now I'm just like, man, I have an office job. This is not what I was expecting my life to look like.
Okay, but I feel like that is you when you were a teenager, and your body is going to change so much regardless of what you do in your active life. And that is something that I personally have had to come to terms with.
I appreciate
you saying that, actually, because it's true. Because I feel like, especially in like our early 20s, like we can be beating ourselves up over that, right?
It's hard. It's really hard to be like, like I look like this now, and you know, no matter what I do, I can't look the way that I want, because you have this image of yourself when you were younger. Like you can go reflect on other pictures,
right?
And you're like, ooh, yeah, I was really skinny. But you were also 16 in that picture.
Right.
Exactly.
Like this was before like true puberty. Like,
and your metabolism was like,
No, I didn't mean to interject on that. I'm sorry.
No.
I'm like, I feel so strongly about this.
And you don't need to be sorry about interjecting, please.
Please interject.
I'm going to interrupt the fuck out of you.
Yes! No, I agree. But I think it's just one of the things like the heart wants what it can't have, kind of.
Very true.
Yeah.
I don't know. Also, you know, I've developed in some booby areas. Oh, sorry. Did I say out loud? Anyway, that was the biggest growth, I think, in the past few years. Was
same.
Bah, 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 bah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, whoa!
Even in the time I've known you, to be honest, like it's like, you were
right.
You grew.
You're double E over here.
Yeah,
I would love it.
I
don't know if I said that. That's not what I meant to say. I'm sorry.
I mean,
you appreciate the woman that she's become.
I appreciate. Yes, you are a full-grown woman, and I love that.
It's pretty
you should appreciate yourself for that.
Yes,
thank you. I do appreciate myself, but it's one of those like I should do better. But anyway, sorry for my sob story, everyone.
It's not a sob story because everybody feels the same way.
She's all started with the soccer game.
I'm telling you, my mental's been hot gold. This is what I'm saying. I like one day will be like, I'm a badass, and then the other day I'll be like, So anyway, but that was my life. What about you, Ethan? What you end up doing?
Well, so today was like my first day of the 3-day weekend. So this morning I woke up and like I was like, I'm gonna go for a long run. So I went for 4 miles this morning. Wow. And it was honestly so nice, so refreshing. I just had like my jams on. I was like over here like jamming To Believe by Cher. I was all, fuck yeah, like, do you believe in life after love? I'm just like sprinting through like the parking lot and stuff like that.
Did you just say a 4-mile run was refreshing?
It was.
I would want to die after a 4-mile run.
No.
I don't even think I can run 4 miles consecutively.
I am very impressed.
Thank you.
I'm amazing.
I'm trying, I'm trying to like get to that summer bod, We're getting there slowly.
Any bod's a summer bod.
I know.
That's true. Yeah. God, I sound like such a frat guy there. I'm so sorry, guys.
No, it's okay. Sometimes you need that frat boy energy to like motivate yourself.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm gonna be an asshole today, so I gotta channel my inner Chad. You know what I mean?
Chad. Yes.
Chad.
No, but the reason why like. So we're recording on a Thursday, which is kind of weird for me because most of the time I'd be working on a Thursday.
Yeah.
And part of that is because like I now have started my work schedule Wednesday through or not Wednesday. Oh my God, Sunday through Wednesday.
That's a great schedule.
I mean, in the bigger scheme of things, it's not terrible. I will say it's kind of sad like losing the Sunday, but honestly, Sunday. No offense. Actually, no. Total fucking offense. You are the least favorite day of the week for me. You always have been. Like
Sunday scaries.
Sunday scaries. I always had Sunday day meltdown. That's what my mom used to call it when I was a little kid. Because like on Sundays, I would lose my shit. I don't know what it was. I would just be like, crying over nothing. I can't do this, Mom. Yeah, exactly. So
it must have been anxiety. I swear, that's what Sundays do to me. I have bad anxiety.
I can loan you a couple propranolol, girl. I got you.
I got the connect.
I'm gonna say less. No, I'm just kidding.
This is not like a hard drug, guys. This is a blood pressure medication that helps with anxiety. We don't know exactly why, but
dude, I went to the eye doctor and he's like, "Yeah, you have high blood pressure." My fucking eye doctor. I was like,
no way. Because they check the pressure of your eyes, right?
No, well, they literally took my blood pressure. I went to the optometrist and I had my eyes checked, and he's like, "Yeah, let me take your blood pressure." And I'm like, "Okay." So I'm already anxious, so my blood is up. Or my blood is up. My blood pressure.
The blood is up.
The blood is up. I'm all okay.
Oh my god.
I'm all.
Yeah, so there's a shot glass here that says giant penis on it.
And that's the shot glass that I was using.
Yes. Big dick energy for sure. I sense it. Yeah. Yeah, big dick energy. Oh, man.
So that's a little high. And I'm all, dude, I know. Okay, I'm all just ignore that. I'm all, it's fine.
Dang.
I think everyone our age has high blood pressure because I do too.
Wait, what?
Oh, me too.
I don't want the exact numbers, but like, how do you guys know like the range?
I don't remember, honestly. I was too anxious.
Yeah, I just remember my doctor being like, "You really need to get your."
He's like, "You really need to get your shit together."
Yeah, basically, she was like, "Get your shit together, or else you're gonna have to go on medication." And I was like,
"No way!
You need to calm down. I'm fine." I looked at her like, "I ain't changing anything."
God damn.
Yeah, listen, babe. If I go down, I go down. You're like, it's okay.
Dang.
Kind of how I was feeling. You know, it's just one of those things like, I do recall eating like fast food for like 5 days straight before I went to that doctor's appointment. So maybe that was why. Right?
You just had a little bit of extra salt. Yeah, your blood pressure spiked a little bit. It happens.
Maybe it was high cholesterol. It was probably both. I'm not quite sure.
No, cholesterol probably not. I would say it's probably because if you eat a lot of salt, what happens is it's kind of that osmosis effect. It'll take the water out of your blood cells, and so that can actually help spike your blood pressure.
Yeah, that's why I didn't take it too seriously. I did have a little like panic attack, but then I was like, I'm fine. I'm freaking 24.
Yes.
It's all the salty bitch attitude that gets you there.
Yes, it's true.
Definitely
How crazy. Dang, I just went to the optometrist too.
Did you? These are my brand new glasses, by the way. I just got them
Dang. Oh my god.
Those are cute.
Those are adorable.
Thanks, guys.
I love the blue. That's it's like a royal blue. Oh my god, because she's royalty.
Oh I'm like, oh my god, don't flatter me. I'm gonna fucking blush. I'm so white, guys. You're gonna see it right away.
Blue is in though. I'm all for it.
I'm blue. Yeah. Anyways, a friend told me that it was like I'm blue and I beat off a guy. So I literally had said that. Yeah, I'm blue and I beat off a guy. It's not actually the case, but it sounds like that, right?
No.
I think your perception was a little bit twisted at the time.
I think you definitely.
I mean, sometimes you do a little twist, like a
little twist,
like a pepper grinder, you know.
Shut the fuck up, pepper grinder.
Anyways.
Welcome to our TED Talk.
Welcome to our TED Talk. You didn't know you were coming for sex facts, but here you go. Anyways, before we go completely off the rails, I think that kind of wraps up a little bit of the introduction there.
Yeah, definitely. We'll go ahead and go to our housekeeping.
Yes.
So social media, definitely on Instagram, it's We Go Off Podcast. We made a Spotify playlist and an Apple playlist. We have yet to link it, so sorry. But we will get that done because for some reason you can't add another website.
Well, and actually let me correct that. It's not the Apple podcast or Apple Music. It's actually YouTube Music. So
I can't believe I said that.
I know.
I'm just kidding.
God, the Apple cult has really gotten to you too. Oh my gosh.
Being devoured by an apple.
Buy an apple. A single apple.
Not even Steve Jobs. It's just Apple. Just an apple.
And Steve Jobs is fucking rising from his grave right now. He's
Really? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, sorry. No. Thank you for correcting me, Ethan. YouTube Music and Spotify. I'm so sorry. Please disregard what I just said.
No problem. But then, we are on 9 different platforms. You can find us pretty much anywhere that you have ears and a podcast. So
find us, guys.
Yeah, come and find us.
We're pretty wild.
Yeah,
because we are drinking Cosmopolitans tonight.
Ooh, yeah, they're very good. They're very tasty. Good job, Ethan.
Yeah, thank you.
Our bartender.
Thanks, guys. I know. So, I had asked someone about this, which drink I should be doing, and they recommended 2 drinks. They said either a Russian Mule.
Yep.
Or they said a Cosmopolitan. And at first I was like, you know what? Fuck it. We're going to do the Russian Mule. But then I was like, I want to be a little bartending bitch tonight. No. So, the Cosmopolitans, They were a little strong,
No,
but
they weren't too bad. I'm just a wimp, so sorry.
I feel like they were so good, I couldn't even taste the alcohol, and that's,
that's
a lot
good.
because I'm feeling it a little bit.
ooh, me too.
You served me too. Okay, disclaimer: we had 2 cosmopolitans. Well, we just finished our second
and a
one.
shot.
And a
And a
shot.
shot. So
God damn.
we're
Wow.
here. We're here for it. It's
We're
really fun.
here.
We're here and we're going off.
If I'm
so.
slurring, I am deeply sorry.
Oh, not at
Hey,
all.
you're saying the same thing I said in the first episode. I was like, I'm so sorry. I'm slurring.
I'm slurring my words.
I mean, to be honest, with that first episode, we didn't start recording until we were like 6 drinks deep or something crazy
Shut
like
up,
that.
really?
Yeah.
we
We
were
were
at least
lit.
6
I'd be
or 7.
asleep at that point. I'm like, nap time, bitch, because I'm tired.
I know
think-
we went to a couple of breweries and then we went back to your place and then we were like drinking some more. We're like, let's start this
Let's start the podcast.
right now.
Okay, off topic. Speaking of breweries, I love going brewery hopping.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yes. I think I actually sent both of you guys. I sent another one.
Is that
just-
chicken one?
the chicken one, yeah.
The chicken killer?
Or
No,
not,
no,
not the
no.
chicken kill, like the
Did you
chicken
send
game
that?
where like
Oh, the chicken game.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
so Santa Fe Brewing Company has a beer. It's called Chicken Killer. It's like a 10%. I think it's a red ale or something.
oh, that
like
thing
that.
will kill you. Yeah.
So
Agreed.
when my dad used to play soccer, I believe he told me that Santa Fe Brewing Company sponsored them, and they named their team the Chicken Killers
Oh.
after that beer, and it was really cool. And I've had it, and honestly, it'll get you pretty fucked up. It's like
It will.
it's a 10 or an 11% beer, and
Yeah.
they only serve it in the can.
Well, see, and that's the thing, right? So in like the Albuquerque metro area, I feel
Yeah.
like there's a couple microbreweries or breweries in general that like they have that one drink on their menu that like doesn't taste that alcoholic, but is like a 9er, 10er.
It'll kill you.
Yeah, you have one of those and it's like you're on your
That's
ass.
like Boxing Bear. Anytime I go there, it's so cute. I love Boxing Bear. And so shout out to Boxing Bear. Sponsor us. Anyway.
I know. I'm like,
Yes.
Boxing Bear, I love you so much. My dad buys you your beer like every week, bro. Like, come on. I'm just kidding.
Shout out to that. Like, shout out. Hey,
Sorry, I interrupted the fuck out
Hey,
of you just now. I'm like, listen.
Listen.
I just said the same word twice in the same sentence. I don't know how that happened, but
Alcohol.
hey, you got it.
She said it's the cranberry juice, actually.
It was the cran juice.
It was the orange zest.
We're preventing UTIs, you know.
Yeah.
Thank you. No, but at Boxing Bear they have a 10. They have like 4 or 5 10% beers.
It's crazy.
And
isn't
like,
it?
but they only serve you 3 of them.
Oh yeah,
They have a free
yeah.
drink limit, but if you know the bartender, they'll give you more.
That's true. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the same thing at.
Tell me. I'm just kidding.
You didn't fucking
That's
tell
the
me
same place,
this.
like, at Marble, they have this drink. It's like a 2-drinker because it's so strong. I think it's like
is
it's
it?
the barley.
The barley
Is that
wheat?
like a 11
Barley wheat.
12?
Yes. Yeah. It's
I'm
like
an
a
alcoholic,
12%er.
guys, sorry.
No, we just like our alcohol.
I just like beer a lot.
A lot. No, I get it. Me too. So yeah, there's some pretty good drinks out there. So if anybody's ever visiting the Albuquerque area, you can obviously DM us, but we also have like a lot of good places. So just
We do. I will say, I think, so funny enough, I went to Denver, and I may have already mentioned this in a previous episode, but they had a craft beer map of the United States.
Yeah.
And in the west side, the southwest especially, we are well known for our craft beers. And it actually originated in Colorado, so it makes sense why it's like spread to New Mexico,
Utah.
Arizona,
Yes.
Utah, because we're the craft, we love craft beers, and that's why so many breweries have opened up in this area. So
Yeah.
I love beer as well, and I think it's so exciting to live in a city that has, endless
lot of
amount
catering to it,
breweries.
yeah.
Speaking of craft beer, have you guys ever had a Stone Brewery beer? It's I think it's based out of San Diego, California.
Oh, I don't
And it has like this
no.
really dope ass logo. No, so they make it's called a delicious IPA, very tasty. They have a couple other really good IPAs, but they have a seasonal Japanese green tea IPA.
Oh,
It's a
what?
10.1%, and it is so good. I actually just had it. I think it was like in the fall or the summer of last year.
Oh my god! what?
Fantastic, and it didn't taste very. You know how sometimes when you get like a really high percentage beer,
Nut.
you're all
Yeah.
nut. If it's like a higher percentage, you're like, this is fucking disgusting. No, this tasted so fucking good. So if you ever run across that, I think you can get it at Total Wine when it's like out for the year.
We'll have to go to Total Wine when it's out because that
I
sounds
love Total Wine.
yeah, right?
Field
Let's
trip.
go.
I'm all, yeah.
That's just where we're going after the pod. It's just so you know.
Obviously. Oh my gosh, that sounded amazing.
Sorry,
Thanks for the
guys.
recommendation.
No, that's great.
And thank you for the recommendation.
For sure.
I'm all for it. But we should probably get to our song of the week. So, all 3 of us picked a song.
Oops.
So I'll go ahead and start. My song is called Honey, and it's the Janatsu and Rudy remix by Jeddah.
And it's almost... in the car?
Yeah, almost.
Oh
yeah.
my
Jeddah
God.
Yes. I drive a Volkswagen.
Oh, hey.
Michelle sponsored the song.
Yeah.
But this song for me, it's something I found in my Discover Weekly. And you know how I've talked about my silk jazz. This is like a mix with silk techno. Do you like jazz?
Do you like jazz? Barry B. Benson moment.
Oh my God.
Obviously what I was thinking when I said silk jazz. So thank you for keeping my mind straight. Silk techno. It's like a mix of silk techno, but also like dance music.
Yes, for sure.
It was good.
I really enjoyed that.
It was
honestly.
a vibe, and I was feeling it. I mean, we all have some bangers on this list. So go ahead, Ethan.
Okay, so mine is from a fellow ENFP from our 16 Personalities.
Wow.
Kelly Clarkson has released this song that I feel like is somewhat underrated. It's not the first song you think of when you think of Kelly Clarkson, but it's still like one of those songs that probably fits in the top 10 of her songs, right?
Sure, definitely.
So the song that I chose was Already Gone by Kelly Clarkson. And
Banger.
so I know
So good.
it's just like anytime like I'm in the car like midday for some reason, like it doesn't even make sense. It's not like I'm emotional or anything, but the song comes on and I'm just over here like Already Gone, just like screaming in my car. Like,
people next to you are like, what the fuck?
they're like, he's going through it and it's just a typical Thursday over here for me, you know? So
listen, I'm just on my way home from work. Like, it's a vibe. I don't care.
Exactly.
Aww,
so
I love that.
Just a song that's always like resonated in my life, not for any like emotional reason or anything, but I love this song. So yeah, that's my song. How about you, dear Michelle?
So my song is Ride, and it's by a band called Mako Road, and I really liked that song. We listened to it before this, and it was really dope. They're kind of an indie band, but they also have like a reggae vibe, so it's a really good mix of both, and you can totally check them out. They have a couple other really good songs. I think it's on the album called The Green Superintendent.
Oh,
what?
It's very interesting. No, and there's also a song called The Green Superintendent. It's fucking amazing, so absolutely go check out their fucking music. I think they're Australian too, which makes them even cooler.
So 10 out of 10 recommend.
10 out of 10.
Oh, I love
absolutely.
Oh, crikey, blimey.
Oh,
Like,
I know.
Blimey.
So I was like, I got nothing for you. I'll be like, let's go to the barbecue.
the barbecue.
The blooming onion.
Crocodile Dundee.
We're sorry for any Australians that we might have offended in the past 30 seconds of us talking.
This is why I don't do accents.
Same.
I can't.
I'm too white for that shit, honestly.
I know. I tried
Come
to
on, guys.
Please all listen. We don't have to go there.
Yeah, no. Accents are not.
Sorry, guys.
No, but
yes.
So I think that kind of concludes all of our intro here. So when we're back, we're going to get into the fascinating topic of MLMs.
Yes.
We'll be back.
And we're back with our...
Sorry. Side note.
Sorry, guys.
We normally do this like clapping to show that we're starting so we can sync our audio. And the clap Ethan did was
atrocious.
It was like, ear breaking? I don't even know.
Wait. Your
That
guys'
broke the
ear
sound
was ringing
barrier.
as well, right?
Just a little.
Oh my god.
Anyway, that was hilarious. Good job. I'm proud.
Anyways, so we're back, and we're back with our main topic, and we're going to be talking about multi-level marketing this week with our dear friend Michelle.
Well, so Michelle, I feel like you're the one that introduced this topic to us. Can you describe a little bit what MLMs or multi-level marketing is?
So I did introduce the topic when Ethan was asking me about like, hey, what do you want to talk about? Because you're being super considerate, and I really appreciate that.
Aww.
But I have had some unfortunately derogatory experience with multi-level marketing, and it's just like this. Okay, people have this perception that multi-level marketing and a pyramid scheme is different, but I think they're synonymous, in my opinion. And with my experience and my research and the fact that I talked to people that are kind of victims of this, which we'll get into later.
Yeah.
But they are equivalent. And it's just kind of crazy because you buy into this product and you're expected to, do this number of sales. Right. And if you're really pressured to do it, and if you don't make these sales, then you're not going to, evolve in the company. And it's just very pressure based and it's kind of toxic and kind of cliquey. And I don't fucking like that. Right. And the fact that they advertise it as like, oh, you can work from home, you make your own time, you're doing your own income. Right. And all of this stuff. It's genuinely a scam because I've seen girls that are like, oh yeah, I'm my own boss. Be your own girl boss.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, girl boss.
Fuck that. Actually,
so there's like girl bosses, but like you're saying with this level where it's not necessarily like you're being a boss, you're making money for someone else, right?
Yeah. Well, you're technically making money for this huge corporation, but you're also pretending at the same time you're putting up this facade like, all of these earnings are my money, this is my income, and that's not the truth. And I don't know, I just feel like people don't understand that and they get sucked into these marketing techniques and they lose all of this money and then they don't want to do it anymore because it's so hard, especially with a small market like where we live in New Mexico. Right. You can't have all of these connections to sell to people for whatever product you're selling. Right. The income is not there.
Yeah.
And then you just fail. And then it just fucking sucks because you just got scammed out of all your money.
Yeah, okay, so correct me if I'm wrong, but most of these MLM like businesses, you have to buy in before you can sell.
Yes, that is correct.
Yeah, so like that just blows my mind a little bit. Like I get, I guess not really, but I can see why they'd want you to buy the product you're about to sell because if you're getting all this product and you run away with it, that's like you're buying, right? Yep. Like you're basically buying the stuff you're about to sell.
Yes,
And I know it's like a little bit commission based.
It is.
But it's all about like the level and the volume of people you have that actually brings in money, correct?
Yep. So with a lot of these multi-level marketing, I'm going to call them schemes. I know people are probably going to be really offended about that, but they are schemes, specifically with like, I don't know, nutrition, hair care, skincare, whatever you want to call it. So they'll buy in and then they recruit people who are underneath them. And that's how they make their money because they're making money off of those people's commissions. And they're like, oh, if you get to my level, you're going to make so much money. But for now, your sales are going towards my income, but you'll get there eventually. And I think there was a sample taken. It was the statistics were saying that, hey, when we have these girls or whoever the fuck that's selling these products that are at this like top level, like position and they have all these girls under them, that is only 1% of the population.
Right.
So these people that are below these girls that are like, be on my team, sell these products, you're going to make so much money, are really not making that much money and they're not being transparent about it. So it's just kind of like this big facade.
Yeah, so you're saying MLMs are like corporate America.
They're equivalent to corporate America. But the funny thing is MLMs are like, you make your own schedule, you're your own boss, you make your own money, but then they're out here hustling when they're in the fucking hospital.
Well, exactly.
Because they can't make sales.
Well, it's like, so I have my mother, she was into a business that did like MLM, but this was like 20 years ago plus, like, she started off, and I feel like it was a different time at that point. Like it was very new, and so that you would actually get commissions off what you were selling. But that was actually one of the main reasons why my mom stopped selling what she was because it started becoming a pyramid scheme. She had to, bring in at least 3 people each month under her to keep like her commission base almost. And you're right. It's just like you're trying to expand those branches of the tree, but each branch gets smaller. And the money you're funneling to these like individual people, you're not funneling as much, and it makes it way more difficult. Like you said, if you have a very confined population, and only 10% of these people are actually going to be interested in that product, what happens when you join later on and all the other people that are selling this and they've already talked to all of these people that you're working with?
That's the point exactly that I'm trying to make is you have this one person that say you went to high school with. They've already sold this product if they can to everybody that you already know, so you're already set up for failure. And that's how they make money is because you're already buying into this line. They're making the money that you're paying by buying into the line, and then as soon as you're like, well, I'm not creating a successful business model for myself and they want to get out, they have to pay to get out.
Right. And so I had one of my family members, love her to death, but she got trapped in that. She did one of those like MLMs, and it was like a $600 buy-in.
That's insane.
Yeah, well, and so whoever had brought her in really hyped it up. It was like you can totally right. They always do, and that's the whole catch is you have to be aware enough. Like, yeah, sure, if I guess you grind and keep on it, maybe it's possible, but who wants to work 80-hour weeks to try and make this happen? That's not ideal at all.
That's not being your own boss.
Exactly. And that's exactly what
that's how they market it. I'm like, you're a fucking liar. Sorry.
No, and I mean, it's like the nature of these products too, right? So it's like the type of products that they're using. It's about like financial independence. It's about household products that could be used every day, like health, beauty, wellness. Like it's all these different things that are supposed to like be something that like us as human beings are kind of marketed to like, this is what's going to help you like achieve your next level of like
achieve
humanity.
Your goals.
Yeah, exactly.
You want to be this beautiful. You want to have your kitchen this put together.
Exactly. Yeah. And so a lot of it is like manipulation, and that's like how they really get into the heart and soul of like a lot of people. Because growing up, like I don't want to say like the company exactly, but there was one, and it was Sensi, right?
I'm all out them. No, I'm just kidding.
Like, literally, like as a little kid, even in elementary school, like we would know, like, oh, she's a Sensi mom. Like this is somebody who's going around selling like the little waxes that you like burn in your house, right?
Right.
And so it's like we knew them, and like as a little kid, I didn't understand exactly what was happening, but it's so crazy because like so what they expect you to do is for you to target your friends, target your family, target those that are close to you,
right?
And it. Honestly, like, so my mom, I remember, like, one of her friends had kind of gotten into it, and it honestly made my mom want to avoid her, because any time that, like, there was an interaction between her and this person... They just had to
talk about sales.
Exactly. They were like, well, like, we just had this new product released on Sensi, and it's like, you can only buy so many wax warmers before you're like...
I want to kill myself.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Well, it's like, my mom was similar. Like, she wasn't as aggressive, I will say. It was just more of, like, she had her clients, and, like, every 4 weeks or whatever, they'd be like, hey, let me know, we got to order our product for, whatever. And so, like, she would do that, but I think that's where she struggled, was she wasn't comfortable reaching out to those closest to you.
Yeah.
And so, like, my husband, actually, he went into one of these products as well, and that was exactly how it was. Like, he bought into it, he had to sell, like, to at least 5 people, and so who were the 5 people he was able to sell to? His 5 family members, extended family, because they were like, oh, we support you, we want to make sure you succeed.
That's how it starts.
Yeah, and that's how it starts. And it was just lucky that, he was able to realize really early on, after he had, like, cleared out his buy-in fee, that this isn't gonna work.
Like, this isn't good for the people that, I love and I cherish, and it's just not good for me, because it's so difficult, especially in the market that we're in, to be able to sell these products and sell them efficiently and consistently.
Right.
When there's other people, say 50 other people in that same market that are also trying to sell the same products.
Exactly.
There's heavy competition, and it just becomes a really toxic environment.
Yeah, it does.
And it's always disguised in like this nature of like, it's a party or whatever. Like,
you make your own schedule. You're your own
schedule.
boss.
Yeah,
I definitely think that party thing, because a lot of these companies do what they like a selling
huge parties. Yes.
Where like and social media has only, I think, amplified the issue.
Absolutely.
Because everyone now reaches out to you on social media. I'm on Instagram barely, like a little bit. I've started to post a little bit more, but I have people who are like, you're stunning, darling. You sure you want to use my hair product? And I'm like,
actually,
I'm like, did you even see my face? I don't even think it's on there. Like, how do you know I'm beautiful? It is, but you know what I'm saying? It's like, and I am beautiful.
You're beautiful.
Not to hype myself up, but it's just one of those things where you just kind of have to reach out to people you wouldn't, and that's why you have accounts now just reaching out to random people they find on Instagram.
Exactly, because they're trying to reach these numbers or this astronomical thing. There was a time where I was almost pulled into an MLM, right?
God, yeah.
And this one was about financial security and stuff like that, and so it was like at a time where I was like financially a little bit vulnerable because I had just been out of my my childhood home and stuff like that, and so I was like at a place where it was like, this could be kind of a little bit scary. And so they were like, yeah, exactly. And so that's how they market it. They were like, oh, you're a young man. You don't have any issues with credit. they're like, you just dropped like $2,000 with us today, and like you will be you'll be in. And then and they literally like I don't know like if you guys like have ever heard of like some of like the markers that are supposed to be hit by these, but in this capacity, I was told that if I made X amount of sales, that I would be getting a Jeep. That would be all mine. It wouldn't have to be anything I had to worry about. Yeah, it was like a reward. Or if I reached this other level, that I'd be getting an island, like a literal fucking island.
Oh my God,
I'm like, they did. Like they went all the way up the chain, and they're like, we're about to leave to our island tomorrow. Like the people who like had come, and it was like one of my friends who like I love her dearly. And I think honestly she just didn't realize what was happening. But she had like brought me in, and she brought these people who from like headquarters basically to come in and talk to me. And I remember just like sitting there and like I was like so pressured. Like literally I remember being in this like little corner office where like they were like literally like coming at me in my face like you need to join this. And then like the texts that I would receive, I would receive multiple texts. I would receive phone calls about this. And it was like so much pressure, and like I felt bad because they did seem like nice people, like at least at first, and I was like, oh my God, this could be like an opportunity or whatever.
Get you, dude.
But then I had to sit and like rationalize, like, no, like this is not gonna work for me. Like I need to like step away from this because it is not going to be healthy for me or anything like that. Or did it seem like a scheme? It did. It really did.
And I think that's kind of like the first alarm you get whenever you get approached by these brands is the buy-in. Well, you're telling me for me to sell your stuff, I have to buy in. Shouldn't you be asking me for my services and selling it?
Right, yes.
And so I think that's oftentimes what people confuse it with is that, you know, I get a lot of people have the idea that if you want to make money, you have to spend money. And yes, in some cases, like maybe in like marketing or whatever, that's
and just
a possibility.
Normal business activities. However, it's different,
exactly.
And I mean, even like the fact that there's no interview or anything with these processes.
No, they're like, you're hired.
Yeah, you're hired. Yeah, they don't.
Right?
They don't
What's
need
your credit score?
They don't need no background check. They don't need no nothing.
They're like, sure, might as well. You're 14. Let's do it.
They're
you're
like,
young, you're spry.
They're like, you have an active savings account, right?
They're like, let me just verify your bank account number.
Right.
Shut up. It's like one of those scams you get, like the call scams, or like, we're the Social Security Administration. No, I'm just kidding.
Basically.
Again, okay, not to like reference our topic last week too much, but like some of these like schemes, like in those capacities, are even getting a little intense because you know, there was somebody who I recently had heard that they thought that their own grandchild had called them, but it was just like somebody who was like trying to scheme them out of money. They're like, like, Grandma, I'm in jail right now. I need to post bail. Like it's going to be X amount of money. Like,
oh my God,
send it to this.
Like send it and Target gift cards.
I was going to say, Emma, we need Apple gift cards.
Right. That's what's going to scam.
Yeah.
This is actually going to be the scam awareness.
It's
episode.
crazy, right? Yeah.
So off topic, I used to work at a credit union, and I had this older gentleman. He came in one day, and he was really sweet. He was a regular of ours. And he comes in, and he's like, so I just bought, I think it was like $1,000 worth of fucking Apple Store gift cards at Smith's, the Smith's up the road.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And I was like, yo, and he's like, yeah, I gave them the codes.
Right.
And he's like, I just realized it was a scam. I'm like, you're dumb as fuck, first of all.
Well, okay, so
I
was
get
he
it.
wanting like compensation or something, or?
Yeah, well, they said that. Well, and of course, people are not going to be transparent with you when they're embarrassed. That was the biggest problem in banking. When people got scammed, they're going to hide the most information from you as possible, but revealing enough to be like, hey, please help me out with this. Because they need their money back. And I told them, I said, well, you willingly gave them the money because they were pretending to be a family member that was like being held hostage or some crazy fucking shit.
It's always a
crazy.
Wild,
Yeah.
It was insane. And I'm like, dude, like, you know better. I know you know better. I know you're smart. But obviously, we couldn't help him out because he had already spent the money on his card and given out the numbers.
When you send the codes, that's game over.
But he called Apple and they got him his money back. And that is Apple customer service for you, baby.
Apple gave him the money back?
It was $500 or more. I don't remember. It was $500 to $1,000 worth of Apple Store gift cards.
Well, I mean, at that time they couldn't like end it, right? Like,
before they spend the money.
Usually the scammers are really good at collecting the funds like immediately after them getting the codes, but Apple has really good customer service, so they gave them back the money.
I mean, they're rich as fuck.
Yeah, they got that fucking coin, but
I'm like, this is why they have the ability to refund everything.
Cut to our podcast getting cut out like right now.
I know, I'm like, Apple, I have an ecosystem. I have your iPad, your iPhone, your watch, your fucking computer.
She's
I'm like, please
loyal
sponsor
Apple
me.
customer. Yeah, seriously, sponsor us. Come on.
Wow, that's actually amazing. I can't believe they refunded him all his money. I am amazed
too.
I was absolutely shocked. I was like, dude, come on.
Well, so I used to work at a pretty nationwide grocery store.
Okay.
And I used to work in the financial area that they had.
Oh, Publix? I'm just kidding.
I mean, close.
Oh, shit.
But basically, that was something they told us to keep an eye on. Was if someone comes up to you and asks for more, I think it was than $500 in gift cards, instant red flag. Question them to the extreme. And I actually stopped someone one time. I was like,
good,
because they had asked me. They're like, I need to send $2,000 to my granddaughter. Blah blah blah.
You're like,
and
what?
I was just like, so where is she at? And she was like, oh, she's over here. She's in prison right now. And I was like,
why would they be?
Have you called her? And she was like, no, I can't get a hold of her. And I was like, did you actually call her cell? She's like, no, she's in prison. I was like, call her right now. And sure enough, she called her and she was like, hey, Grandpa, what's up? And she's like, you're not in prison? No, why would I?
Common sense out the window. I feel bad because they prey on these people's vulnerabilities.
They do, yes.
And they're like, your grandchild or your kid is in prison. You need to act now or else they're just going to be there forever.
Exactly.
And they don't know better.
And I mean, and that's the, I guess, vulnerability of being human is the immense love that you have for people.
Yes.
And that's especially what they prey on with, those scams, and that's why it's good to question. It's good to ask.
Yeah.
And I think going back to MLMs, I think that's why there's so much intense pressure, right? Because in my situation, I had a friend that I value so dearly who had brought me into this, and so I trust who they are and what their opinion is,
right?
And I was like, of course, you know what, you want me to listen to this little meeting? Yeah, I'll do it. If this is going to help you, let me try to help you. And then before I knew it, I was in the situation where it felt almost a life or death situation. They make it almost sound like that.
Sign now or else you won't be able to leave this room.
And that's some of the sales tactics that these, let's call them executives, they push. They're like, you need to stress the importance of, selling all of these products and meeting your sales goals. It's life or death. You have to do it. And people fall into this pattern and they just see this facade. They're like, what the fuck? I got to do this right now. I don't care who's, financial position is at stake. I gotta make my sales. And I think that has just created such a toxic environment and just such a really bad mindset. And people haven't broke out of it. During COVID specifically.
Oh, it was bad.
Let's talk about mothers that just had babies during COVID. They're like, well, I can't go to work and we need more income because I now have this child that I'm trying to support. And there's this easy out. Well, you can work from home. You make your own hours. Well, that's really attractive to people that have newborn children or just children in general.
Right.
Because you know how complicated kids can be.
Yeah.
I don't have any kids personally, but I understand, it's a really big commitment. It's a really big piece of your schedule.
I mean, and that's why my mom ended up doing what she did was because, she needed that extra income. And at the time, it was, like I said, different. I feel like within the past, 10 to 15 years, it's definitely changed and progressed in not a good way. One of those, like you said, pyramid schemes where it's the people on top are just getting richer and richer and everyone else 1%. Is fighting to get those payments, fighting to get that commission check so they can go get groceries. And that's ultimately why I think, why I compared it to corporate America is I'm not a huge fan because I feel like, I found this statistic, and if I'm not correct, I'm sorry, but I think it's pretty correct, is that the 1% has about, I think it was 50% of the wealth in the country. And then the rest of the people are fighting over the other 50%.
That's an insane amount of people.
Exactly. I'm you're saying 1%, which is only 3,000 people? I think that's correct.
Wait.
I think that's correct, too.
Yes.
Correct my math if I'm wrong. I'm drunk. Anyway.
Dude, I'm all... Way to be transparent.
But...
that's going to go on a t-shirt.
Correct my math, I'm drunk, right?
This is going to be marketing... multi-level marketing level 1. Yeah. Correct my math if you're drunk.
Correct my math if you're drunk.
Anyways, continue.
No, but like, it just blows my mind that, only that many people, maybe it's 30,000, I think that's more accurate.
I think it is 300,000, right?
I think it's 30,000, because if you times it by 0.1...
but there's 300 million Americans.
Yeah, well, not 300 million. There's 3 million Americans.
No, 300 million.
300 million.
I just looked it up. The population of the United States of America is approximately 340 million people.
So what's
1% is 3,400,000.
Okay, so it's a little bit more than I thought. Sorry.
That's a lot of people.
But still, 3 million people have the top 50% of how much the U.S. makes in total, and then the rest, the other what was that? 363 million people.
Well, yeah. Let me not blow your mind again.
Don't do it.
So, what? 50% of the rest of the people only own 1% of all the wealth.
Isn't that ridiculous?
It is
so you saw the stat too, and maybe we're incorrect, but I also don't.
It was Bernie Sanders. What are you talking about?
I love Bernie Sanders.
I love Bernie Sanders.
Can we be honest? I don't give a fuck what your political opinion is. Everybody loves Bernie Sanders.
Yeah, Bernie Sanders.
I've never seen a Bernie Sanders hater in my life.
I mean, he's pretty badass.
I mean, I have, but I grew up in a very conservative part of New Mexico.
Depends on how you grew up, but
I'm all
just
sorry.
But I feel that it's just the in-proportionate spread of wealth is just kind of extreme.
Yeah,
not in proportion, disproportionate. Oof.
Can you tell words?
Billions on billions.
Yes. But it's just kind of mind blowing to me that we all have to fight over this amount when if the 1% gave not even half, a quarter of their income, it'd make life a lot more livable.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, but then if they did that, you'd have to consider inflation too. The government would be like, yeah, no, fuck this. We're just going to raise the prices of everything because you guys are all assholes.
Well, or maybe the 1% should cover the government's freaking,
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, exactly.
$300 trillion or something ridiculous like that.
It is a crazy number of the debt that the United States
and what blows my mind is, sorry, we went off topic, but this 1%, they're able to blow off taxes by donations.
Well, exactly. And so, not to make it, again, political, but my girl that I love, Elizabeth Warren, she was my person I love. She was always a economics professor and stuff like that. She had proposed that anybody who's making over $50 million, that they would get taxed 2 cents on every dollar that they make over $50 million. And in that capacity,
that seems fair.
2 cents.
I'm like,
2
pennies.
pennies.
For a dollar? You're kidding me.
But if you did that for the people,
retaining 98% of your income.
Exactly, right? And so she proposed this, and she got a ton of flack for it, even though it's a very
because all the politicians also make multi-million dollars.
That's true. That's fair. But I guess all I'm trying to say with this is it's it's just so crazy because the things that she proposed off of the wealth that we could fix homelessness completely, or there's so many different things that we could buy into in the American economy that we could just totally fix. And I don't understand why America is the way it is.
Maybe I've just said this to people. I don't know if I've said it previously in this podcast, but I definitely think money makes people corrupt. And that's why you have MLMs, people at the big top being you have to bring this many people in because
they have no ethics.
They have no ethics, and they're fully willing to make people lose money to try and make money themselves. And so it's just kind of one of those things that's just a broad term in America. And unfortunately, I think that's why, a lot of people have a lot of stress, anxiety, depression is because it's not fair. Things aren't fair. And MLMs aren't fair either. It's one of those things that you have to bust ass, and even if you did that, it wouldn't bring you to the level that these people are saying you could possibly get to.
It's true.
And that's just unfortunate.
It is. It's absolutely insane. I 100% agree. The reason why I want to talk about this is I knew this person that I went to high school with.
Yeah.
And we unfortunately shared a birthday, so that really fucking sucked. Because she was one of those...
Did you have combo birthday parties?
No, because I only knew her in high school.
Oh, okay.
But I didn't like her at all, and she was one of those really popular girls. She's all, oh my god, do you have homework for me? I know, I'm okay. I'm it's fine. No, but she was like that in high school, and she ended up, you know, we all graduated together, and then immediately after high school, she had joined the Monet or however the fuck you want to say it. I don't know exactly how to say it. Yeah. That MLM. And she preyed on so many, including me. She tried to get me in it. I was like, no, sorry, I have a fucking job. Like,
oh man, yeah.
Like, not to say that, you know, marketing isn't a job, but this particular marketing in the sense of like multi-level marketing.
No, I got you.
Yeah.
I'm like, let me correct myself because that was really fucked up.
No. Sorry, no. I was
just a joke,
being silly because, but some of you know I work in marketing, so it just makes me laugh. But I also don't ever tell my boss, but sometimes I think it's weird. But also, anyway, go ahead.
But you're making money.
Well, you're making money.
But I'm making money.
But it's not multi-level marketing. I'm like, to bring it back, my point is she would prey on all these poor girls that I also knew from my high school.
Right.
And I was so anti-MLM. Like, I felt so strongly about this, and people knew that. And they got sucked into this shit, and they lost so much money, and they reached out to me, and I was thinking about making this whole, not like a documentary, but like,
I think you should,
like honestly. Maybe like but I don't have the messages anymore. That's the problem.
Oh man,
all these messages from these girls that were like, yeah, this particular girl like came up to me, she's a fucking bitch, like she just used us for our money, like not a good person. And I knew that from the get-go because, I mean, not to flex, but I think I'm a pretty good judge of character.
She's pretty badass.
She's pretty badass, yeah.
I'm hanging out with you guys, so I think that's a really good judge of character.
Best judge of character, in my opinion.
She makes my heart warm.
I know.
I'm so glad. No, but I didn't like her at all, and I think I did call her out on Instagram. Like, she was just being a dumbass bitch, and I was like, I was so tired of this because there were at least, the roster was like up to 10 people that had reached out to me because they knew I was a fucking hater to the core. I was like, this is so fucking stupid.
Like, you hate MLMs? Let me tell you what happened to me.
No, and that's what happened, and I had so much shit. I was like, dude, I could totally expose her, but I'm a decent person, and I didn't do it, but I still have the tea on that shit, and I'm like, you know.
And you're sharing it here in this podcast.
Yeah, but no names, and if you're listening to this, fuck you. Because you know who you are. Anyways.
I mean, but also, please don't prey on people that just trying to get back up. I think that's your main point. Well, you want people to be fair. You want people to be kind.
And listen, this is in the height of COVID. People were losing their jobs. They were losing their money because they had credit card debt. They were dipping into their savings because they couldn't afford to live anymore because they lost their jobs.
Right.
And this particular time period was like, hey, you can make all of this money and you can be your own boss and you don't have to go to work. It's like, oh, fuck, I don't have to worry about being an essential worker during this time. Right. I don't have to worry about exposing myself. Hey, this is in the best interest of my family and my loved ones. It's really not. These people are just trying to make money. And it was a terror. And I just fucking watched it happen. And I'm like, what can you do?
Yeah.
So, that was my experience with MLMs. Yeah. It was terrible.
Well, and I think you bring up an interesting point, like with the social media before we cut it out. But I think, like, I've even, like, there's been a couple times where, like, I'm just passively scrolling, like, someone's story. And, like, I remember, like, there's been, like, a time or two where I was, like, drinking a little bit, so I was a little boozy,
a little tipsy.
And I don't know, like, some of these, like, people who are involved in MLMs, like, they, like, will post stuff on, like, their social media, like, stories and stuff like that. And it would be like, oh, how do you feel about this? And I would be like, click, 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 because I was drinking a little bit.
The Instagram polls.
And then I got freaking messages from, like, these people, and I'd be all, like, this is not what I wanted. I was just responding to a poll because I wanted something to do, you know? And it's like, before I know it, they're like, you want to be involved in this? Like, here's what you have to do. Click this link and, like, just mention my name. And I'm like, what the hell? Like,
you're like, I'm scared.
Yeah.
So this girl that I hated that was in the MLM, I at a time period, we followed each other on Instagram. And I would accidentally, because I'd be like fucking tapping through Instagram stories, and I would accidentally respond to her polls, and I'm like, fuck. And she's all, hey, birthday twin. And I'm like, shut the fuck up.
I'm gagging for you.
I'm like, yo, I'm all side-eyed. Holy shit. And I'm like, don't talk to me. Like, leave me the fuck alone. Like, I know what you're about. And you know I know what you're about. Like, why are you trying to fucking scam me? She's like, you want to take a hair quiz? Because she's fucking shampoo. And you know what's funny is this fucking, okay, you know, I'm just going to say it was Monet. Monet. I think I mentioned it before.
Oh my god, wait, my cousin was involved in that. I just remembered.
Pyramid scheme. But Monet had
a
a huge lawsuit against them because their hair products were making people's hair fall out.
Yeah,
and this was super under the rug until recently where it kind of resurfaced. And it was like, and you know what? None of the girls that I knew that were like seriously involved in this MLM are a part of it anymore.
Right.
And that is the shitty part about MLMs is you're fucked.
Yeah, because there's not really any research that goes into it. It's basically just like a fly by the seat of your pants.
Yeah.
Like,
right.
oh my god.
Well, I mean, this is such an interesting topic about MLMs, and I will admit this is something that I want you all to know. Like, if you're succeeding with it, good for you. But for others, be weary and just be very cautious if you're interested, because it's one of those, like you said, moments where, you know, you have to pay in, you may lose money from this, but if you are willing to make it work, sure, go for it. But I think Michelle will speak for, I think, the group of us.
A majority.
Yeah, we're not a fan and we're not very interested, so.
Yeah. Well, and if you are involved and you feel like you need some help, like, honestly, like, get to a financial advisor and stuff like that as well. Because
professionals that actually get paid to do this shit.
And they will help you. And it's one of those things, like, I know it seems really detrimental and impactful at the time, but just letting you know, if it worked for you, great, but please don't drag people and bully people into being into this company.
100%.
And I think that's just the core point we're trying to say with this rant and with this talk, because we just don't want you all to be bullied into this. So we appreciate y'all tuning in. When we come back, we'll have our mini rants about what we're annoyed about this week. So
we'll be right back. Welcome back.
Hey guys.
Hey guys. So that was a pretty enthralling topic, huh? MLMs. Let's get into it.
It was crazy.
Oh my god.
I know. I'm like you all. I just want to make sure you don't get scammed. So
don't get scammed. I know. So, what was one of your takeaways, Pam?
I definitely think I didn't have that big of a, I guess, definition of MLM until we had this topic today, and it really kind of grew. I guess my love and hate for it. I don't know. I guess I'm very like middle ground because my mom had good success. But other than that, I feel like a lot of other people in my life haven't. So that's just me. What about you, Michelle? What's your takeaway?
I feel like coming from a newer generation and like looking at how MLMs have transitioned from, say, like Mary Kay and Scentsy up until like, you know, like Monet and all these other fucking MLMs. Like, it's been such a big change. Like, I think at the beginning it had good intentions. Like, hey, you can do what you want to do with your time. You can sell your products and make your own income.
I agree, yeah.
And then it just ended up being a pyramid scheme. Right. And I think that's my biggest takeaway is right now they're still using the older perception of MLMs. They're like, yeah, no, it's fucking great. You're going to be making so much money. You don't have to go to work. You don't have to, you know, have a 9 to 5, but really you're working more.
Right.
Yeah.
And you are just being a slave. And it's similar to corporate America. And I think that these poor girls or guys that are being preyed on, or anybody that's being preyed on by these corporations or these people that just have their own self-interest in mind are victims. And I just feel really bad. And I've just seen it throughout, you know, the last couple of years, and it really hits home because I really care about the people that I care about, and I just don't want them to see, you know, I don't want to see them fall into this disparity and this financial struggle because we're already struggling. Like, it's already bad, and you're just making it worse, and it's just something that I'm really passionate about. So yeah, that's my takeaway.
I appreciate that. That really kind of dives deep into like why we brought up this topic in general. So I appreciate that, and we thank you, of course, as well.
Yeah, for sure.
Ethan, what's your takeaway, Ethan?
Well, so what was kind of crazy is that we each had like some type of experience with MLMs. Like, that's something I didn't realize was like it affects so many different people in our lives, and like I'm sure like we could probably grab somebody off the street and ask them like about an MLM, and I'm sure somebody has like an interaction with that as well.
Oh shit, like let me tell you about this.
Yeah, exactly. And so it's like it's a very far-reaching thing because it is such a personable thing, and it really like does like attack us on our human identities, you know, and like our ability to connect with other people and stuff like that. And so I think it's just kind of crazy to see how much it impacts each one of us humans. You know, so
I mean, it's definitely an impactful subject, and of course we haven't said it this episode, and I'm surprised. If you have been impacted by MLMs, direct message us, right?
Yeah,
we would love
true.
to hear
Tell
it.
them your story because oh my fucking god.
Thank you. I
It is
appreciate
crazy.
it. It's just
Yeah.
wild. And you know, we love having your guys' like personal opinions. And of course, if you want to be on this podcast, we are so happy to have any guest speaker. I know this is something that people are possibly interested in, and we love you, Michelle, for joining. This was
Yes,
so love you
I
guys
know.
too. Yes, we might, we might have to have her back on again because this was
I know,
too
like,
fun.
what the hell? Like, did we
was
find
so
our
cool.
third? I
don't know, we might have to go like 4 with my sister. Like, it's so
I know,
fun.
having Anna here too. Can you imagine?
Oh
Oh
my god,
Chaos, absolute
It would be
chaos.
chaos, but I think it'd be beautiful chaos.
Beautiful chaos, yes.
So anyway, I'm just saying, yeah. MLMs, please let us know. We'd love to hear your stories. And of course, please, if you have any concerns or questions, we're not the experts, but we can hopefully help give you more like a different input or a
insight.
different,
Yes,
different
for sure.
opinion on it. And financial consultant, like you said, Ethan is really appreciative, but we really care about you guys. We'll let you all know. So I appreciate all of us talking about that. That was really fun.
Me too.
But now we're going to have to transition to the what we're going off in this episode. So I think we're going to start with you, Ethan. You're going to have to tell me, what have you been going off on?
Well, okay. So, as you're aware, and as you're aware as well, Michelle now,
Yes.
I live in a condominium, but it's just a fancy way to say an apartment that you own, basically, right?
Right.
And so we are actually renting this place, but so I will say apartment living has been fascinating, let me tell you, right? And so, I mean, after like 4 years of kind of like living in like leased places right now, you have like a ton of interesting experiences, right? So you never know exactly what's going to happen, what Fred and whatever their partner's name is next door. Wilma. Exactly. Fred and Wilma in a little Stone Age little unit next. Yeah. You never know what exactly is going to be going on. So, it's just crazy because, there's times where I am just like laying in my bed, being a good Christian woman. When
Christian woman?
yes.
Yes.
When you start hearing, oh, babe, oh,
Wait, you actually hear people fucking?
Yeah, I have heard people fucking. I've heard it.
up.
I've heard it from upstairs. I've heard it from down below. I've heard it in a house, in a box, in a. Dude, I'm like a Dr. Seuss book about the places I've heard people fucking.
He's all over the places you will go.
All the places.
All the people you will
Yeah, exactly, right? So literally, right? And so that was something crazy. And then like a week and a half ago, we were just like chilling. I was like trying to get to bed because I've been trying to wake up early, like I had iterated in the last podcast. And part of like the thing was like I was literally in bed, and at like 12:30 I hear like this freaking like commotion outside, and I look outside and there's like a freaking brawl that is happening. I'm like literally, shit. And then I'm like, so my first reaction is, oh fuck, like this can't be happening. So I throw on some clothes, and so does like my roommate's boyfriend, and so like we go downstairs and try to like confront these people.
Downstairs, you can hear it that loud.
No, yeah, so they were like right outside, like right where the cars are parked. So it's like right outside our windows. But it's also like you have to go down a flight of stairs and like get to them.
For sure.
And so we didn't know exactly what was happening. When we got there, they're so fucking drunk. There's no interfering with it. Yeah, but we're happy drunks, right? Yeah. But like you meet these people like literally. So like security got involved. One of these bitches rips off her shirt, right? And she starts trying to fight the security guard. She's all and then she's like, "You fucking took off my shirt!" And I was like, "I literally witnessed you take off your own goddamn shirt, girl." Another guy like beats his head against the wall, and he's like, "You threw my head into the wall." And I'm like, you guys like see what is happening? And I'm like, I should be recording this right now because it was crazy. But so it's just like apartment living is absolutely bonkers, and it's like in this economy, like, how do you expect me to do anything more than that right now, So it's like kind of crazy.
It is crazy. Do you mind if I put a little bit of input?
Yeah.
So I was in an apartment for about 4 years. And at our apartment, similar situation. You will wake up at 2:30 in the morning to people screaming bloody murder outside.
Yes.
You don't know what's happening, and you hear, let's say Joe and Beth. They're over here going at it. And you're just like, oh my God. You can like open your screen door and you can hear them clear as day. They're just screaming.
Yes.
You're like, you really think 2:30 in the morning is the best time to argue outside?
Of course.
Sure.
Okay, but when you're in a toxic relationship, like any time is a good time to argue, because I've been there before.
I broke a phone over like that type of shit before.
Well, and I'm not saying it's just one of those things. People go through life events and you kind of like hear it, and especially in apartment living, like you said, you hear everything. Yeah. Like there was one time where our other neighbor, she was on the second floor, she fell off of her balcony onto the floor, and her tooth was gone.
Honey,
we went out and walked my dog the following morning.
You found the tooth,
and the tooth was there.
If they take the tooth and they take it to an emergency dental surgeon, like an orthodontist, anytime they can put it back in for you.
They didn't take that tooth. That thing was gone.
That shit was gone.
But it was just weird because you see like a tooth there, and then you see this whole pool of blood that had dried but not quite yet.
Ooh.
So
it was semi-dried blood.
Yeah, not to carry on to your rant. I do appreciate that apartment living is freaking sketchy.
It's wild,
sometimes.
bro. Especially in the Burkenio area. Lord, Albuquerque is wilding out here.
That's
happening before, but I'm not going to expand on that.
Beware.
Beware. Shit happens in apartments, bro.
Exactly. So I think that ends my rant. What about you, dear Pam?
So my topic is, I think everyone can relate to it at least at once.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yes, yeah.
I appreciate it. They see my our outlines. They know what I'm about to rant about. But my rant is going to be about ingrown hairs.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I think I just grew one just hearing that.
Yeah,
oh
seriously.
my God.
So, I don't know. It's one of those things human bodies have hair. It's inevitable to get an ingrown hair on your arm, on your leg.
Even if you wax or shave, or if you don't remove hair, you're gonna get an ingrown hair at some point.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, not to be too TMI, but I've had an ingrown hair. Well, not had. It's only appeared in the past few days on my privates. Oh. Let me tell you, this is the worst pain I've ever felt in my fucking life. I literally, you give myself a little bit of a, good time, and I feel it, and it, instantly hurts. Just have to, glaze over it, and that's all it takes for it to go, oh my God, it just hurts. And, Michelle was saying something beautiful before. She was like, whenever you have an ingrown hair, it's always in the most sensitive part of your skin.
It is.
And it's the worst feeling in the fucking world. And so for me, I'm just over it. Why does your body have to self-sabotage? It's you know what? I know you have problems, but let's put this ingrown hair right here. This is the perfect spot.
But not even that, right? It's okay, your hair grows one direction all the time. I'm why does it decide to take a detour and go left? Into your skin. It's
under the skin.
Yeah, I'm what the fuck? Yeah.
Right? And like I said, not to be too TMI and skip over it if it grosses you out, but also, are you human? Anyway.
Are you a person that
for me, it's just been really irritating because it's, like I said, in such a sensitive part of my body that, you can't help it. You're freaking, going to the bathroom and sometimes you feel it. And you're this is the worst.
It hurts.
I know. And so I got advice from Michelle, and you kind of just have to, toughen through it and just take it out.
Exfoliate.
I mean, I was hoping it would grow out on its own, but there's no way it's gonna.
No, but exfoliate also. Sometimes you have to just fucking be a man and fucking pop that shit a girl, and you just gotta pull it out with some tweezers.
It's gonna happen. Because honestly, that relief you feel instantly after is unreal. So I don't know. It's really weird. I guess this isn't relatable for every person. Ingrown hairs.
There's no way it's relatable to every person.
Yeah, everybody knows. Sucks ass. So not to be too TMI, like I said, but if you've ever experienced it, I feel you. And if you're going through it right now, I'm so sorry.
Dude, but there's this one product, just to end it off, it's called Tend Skin.
Ooh.
To tend, and then skin. And it's very expensive. It's $20 for a bottle, but it's just but it's worth it because you only have to use a little bit. It's like a toner. You'd have to use as much as a toner on your face,
right?
And you just fucking swipe across wherever you shaved your armpits, down there, or even on acne on your face. You can use it.
Oh wow!
It'll kill the bacteria from your ingrown hairs or the pimple that you have, and it will take it away within a couple of days.
That's amazing.
It's expensive, but it's worth it because of its
extreme benefits.
And the quality of it.
I use the fuck out of that, and honestly, it helped because I get ingrown hairs too.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, oh my god, girl, me too. Like, holy shit.
I know, I addressed this with you guys, you're all like, same. Like, it's just one of those things, like I said, if you're human, it's going to happen once in your life. You know, I know if you pride yourself in the most beautiful skin, fantastic, but you cannot prevent, like Ethan said, your hair from growing left. Like, it's not going to happen, so... Anyway, that's my mini rant. I just wanted to share that.
I guess a little input just before, because I remember the first time I ever had shaved, like down there, right? Like I was like still in my parents' house, and I remember the first time I did it, like it was just like the face razor that I had used before. Right. But with guys, they have like it cuts so close to the skin, right? And so I remember I shaved down there, and honestly, I was like, hell yeah! I'm like, this feels good. I remember I would like stick my hand down my pants, just like feel like the area. I'll be like, hell yeah! Like it's so soft, right?
Right.
And I remember 3 days later, I like look down and it is just an infestation of red. It looked like the worst acne experience you've ever seen. And so I didn't realize this, but like, so a little bit of tip out there for like my gay men or people who don't use these razors, like feminine razors are the way to go because they don't cut as close to the skin. So it like reduces your ability of having ingrown hairs. So that is something that I recommend to every man out there. It does not make you any less of a man, even though I cannot believe I'm having to say that. But you should get these razors because it helps you so much like reduce the ingrown hairs for sure.
And I mean, what I'm saying is I only have one. It could have been way worse, right? So I should appreciate that it's only one.
Oh, babe, we're talking 40-50. I was like,
that is
horrible.
So,
oh my god!
I know, maybe TMI, but everyone needs to know this is some life hack saving. You know, we're saving your life right here. Anyway, that was my mini rant. But Michelle, I would love to hear your mini rant.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is kind of more of a serious topic. Not really, actually. I'm just being a bitch. But it's about, this is something I feel really strongly about. It's about passive aggressiveness. And personally, I think it is the worst way to communicate with people. And I think that it has just evolved terribly within like your youth until your adulthood. Sorry, I cannot talk.
Your adult hole?
Your adult hole.
Are you drunk?
I'm on maybe a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Cosmo's got me.
Oh my god, Cosmo. Where's Wanda?
I'm on this bitch. No, but I don't know. I just feel like in the past, even just like the last week, I don't think that people know how to communicate properly.
Agreed.
And they're like, oh, well, did you do this? Or like, did you see this? Or were you at this place? When they know very well that you weren't, or like that didn't get accomplished, instead of being direct, like, hey, I noticed that this happened. Are you struggling? Or like, is there something you need help with? Like, I think that is so unprofessional, especially in a professional job. Or even in any workplace. It does not matter where the fuck you're working. You need to be direct with people. And I think that's just one of the biggest problems that I have is I am not responsible for understanding what you're trying to say to me.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if you're not being direct. Like, that is not my responsibility to, you know, fucking dissect and to translate like what your intentions are. And people get super mad about that. Like, if they're being passive aggressive and you're just like, well, I don't know, like, were you there or did you see something? And they're like, well, I was asking you. Like, they just turn it around on you, and I don't fucking appreciate that.
I don't fucking vibe with that either.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to be devil's advocate.
Oh,
yeah,
God.
for sure. No,
Here
absolutely, please.
Well, I appreciate you. In the work environment, there is no room for passive aggressiveness.
We're there for a reason. Sorry.
Exactly. You cannot be passive aggressive in a work environment. You're trying to like have me predict what you're trying to say with like your comment. Yeah. That doesn't make sense. So I appreciate that.
Yeah.
But I will admit, passive aggressiveness is the way I communicate through friendships.
So I feel like it's a very different scenario in terms of like a professional life versus your friendships. Like, if you have a developed friendship with somebody and you're like, listen, like, what the fuck is up? Like, it's different than like if you're with your coworker and they ask you a really like convoluted question and you're like, what the fuck? Like, really? Like, okay, how do I respond to this? But if you're friends with somebody, it's more of a joke and it's more lighthearted and you don't have to worry about it. No, and I think that's how I should have approached that question. But
not at work.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying. At work, that's not, there's no room for passive aggressiveness. And let me clarify, because I have a lot of friends that listen, and I appreciate you guys. I'm not being passive aggressive as like I'm very verbally angry at you and I'm going to be verbally angry. Yeah. It's more of like, I want you to know maybe I was a little bit irritated by that, but it's not to the point where like it's going to... Exactly. Yeah. It's not enough for me to be like, I'm pissed. It's more of like okay. Like,
and I mean...
teasing,
Yeah, for
I guess to like expand off of that as well, I guess there's like varying degrees even in like the friendship element, right?
Yes.
Because like, I think like when Pam has been like quote unquote passive aggressive with me, like it doesn't feel that way. It feels like a joke that like there's a little bit of truth to it. And like, I feel like I sense that. I have had friends though, unfortunately, where it's like the passive aggressivity
all the time though.
Is all the time, and it's super intense, and it's like, what the fuck, bro? Like, where it's like, I need you to discuss this with me. So I agree with you. Like, I think passive aggressivity, honestly, across the board, relationship, friendship, professional like environments, I think it is the worst form of communication. I'm guilty of it myself. I'll be honest, but
no, I've done it before too. I'm not innocent at all.
But I think it is important to be direct with people. You know what? It's gonna fucking sting a little bit. Yeah, it might like tatter your friendship a little bit, but is more important if there's like a real underlying issue. In my opinion, you have to get it out on the table. I do not do good with like passive aggressiveness forever. Like, let's fucking get it out and like let's beat heads and like move on from it, you know?
And I appreciate that. I think you both have said it. It has to be a real issue. Yeah. That's the big key word here. Yeah. It has to be a real enough issue you're willing to go to more aggressive terms and be like, hey, dude, this is fucking bullshit. Yeah. And for me, that's where, like, I guess I don't want my friends to be overthinking how I interact, and I'm
too late. I'm just kidding.
Ethan gave me the side eye, and I was like, I'm not serious. But like, it's just one of those things for me. Like, it's really hard, and I guess I can agree with it's a very rough terms of communication because you can't be sure if I'm over here being passive aggressive or like just teasing you. Yeah. And I will say 99% of the time I'm just teasing. I'm not really being like that fucking bitch. You want to say that? No.
Know your audience. That is such an important like part of life is you have to know who you're talking to, and I think it's a really good skill that people need to learn. It's like, hey, this is my friend, or this is my coworker, or this is something that I can really be, vulnerable with. Sorry, words. I'm like, okay,
it's okay. They're hard. They're hard. I get it.
No, but I feel like there's a line between passive aggressiveness and like making a joke. And I'm like, oh my god, like you're a fucking bitch. Like I'm not actually.
Exactly.
I'm like, you're a cunt.
Well, it goes back to like kind of like I guess gut instinct. It's one of those things like you can kind of tell when someone's being passive aggressive or if they're being teasing. If they're teasing, you kind of feel the feel. If they're being passive aggressive, you're like, oh, I'm getting a weird feeling about
hurts kind of. Like,
you do.
Hurt. Yeah, exactly. Like, oh, so you must have really felt that. So, like I said, I really rarely use passive aggressiveness, but if I use passive aggressiveness, you deserve it.
Woo, shit.
She just made this room quiet.
I know, we had to pause and calculate our next move. Holy shit.
And I have so much love to give, but it's also like, you kind of will know where you fucked up.
That's true. It's true.
And it's just a matter of like, of course, every relationship, there's like minor mistakes. And like I said,
of course.
Passive aggressiveness has to be to the point where like it's obviously made enough stink in my mind for me to like, wow.
Yeah, you're like, oh, did you know this?
You really like jazz, huh?
I like jazz. So you like jazz?
Well, exactly. So I appreciate your topic, though. Yes. Definitely in work, it is the worst form of communication.
It is.
Yeah. And I guess I agree. Any form of communication relationship-wise, it's pretty tough.
It's just a judgment thing, like you have to know who you can communicate with particularly, but I feel like if it's at a very basic level, if you're being a dick, you're being a dick.
And honestly, call me out too. If I'm being a dick, call me out.
Yeah, same.
I will
Pam, you're being a dick. I'm just
kidding. Pam, you're being a fucking asshole. Tell me why.
She said, let's fucking hear it, Ethan.
Let's go. I love this podcast.
Let's make a list. Shit.
Yeah.
Honestly,
no.
But like I said, I'm very open, and I think you agree. Yeah, you agree.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you guys too, right?
Come on,
I'm open.
Yeah, of course you're being free.
I'm speaking this to my friends as well. I'm really speaking this like, I'm a very open person. If you're like, are you mad at me? I'll be like, okay, yeah, I didn't like how you didn't invite me to blah, 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 or whatever.
But I mean, that's what I appreciate about you is like, if I do send something, I can confront you about it.
Yeah.
And you're like, I'm like, oh, nothing. No, you will be like, yeah, it actually fucking pissed me off. Yeah, exactly.
So that's why passive aggressiveness doesn't work. So if you feel like you get that sense from me, just let me know and we'll clear it up pretty fast. Exactly.
Yeah, same. Exactly.
So I get what you're saying. A lot of people use passive aggressiveness.
Thank you.
It's
rough.
But honestly, Michelle, it has been such a pleasure having you on this episode. Oh my god, I'm like strongly considering you're gonna have to like come back weekly.
I'm amazed at how long we went. I'm like, I'm so sorry to all y'all listening. It's gonna be a wild episode.
You know what? This is also a treat though, because we didn't record last week, so you're gonna get a double episode this week.
A double whammy.
Yeah, a little spice in your life. Anyway.
No, guys, thank you so much for having me. I really do appreciate it, and I am just super excited to maybe be here in the future.
Yes!
Awesome. Like I said, you're more than welcome to come back.
We'll see you next week.
I'll be here.
See you next Thursday. You know what I mean?
I'm baby.
Oh my god.
Before we leave, we do have some outro stuff. Of course, follow us on Instagram. We Go Off Podcast. And if you love our podcast and you're really interested, leave a like and review. We would love to hear from you, as well as our DMs are open, so feel free to let us know what you think. And if you absolutely hate the episode, sure, go ahead, but we're also going to disregard, so thank you.
They're open. They're hollow. Hollow. Just kidding.
Anyway, we will see you guys next week when
we go off.